very grateful for the opportunity to present to you all today. My name is Mason Bukani. I'm the project manager for the team.
I'm Asma Munoz. I'm the chief engineer.
I'm Harsha Ramesh. I am the president and
So thank you for the introduction, Dr. Lee. But some of you are already familiar with the Baja program or Baja competition. But for those of you who aren't, we design, build, and compete a 4x4 off-road vehicle at the international level. But our long-term goal is to focus on the growth and learning of engineering, business, and industry practices. We believe that SAE competitions are the strongest interdisciplinary project-based programs. And to compete in these programs, we are consistently pushing the limits of engineering, not just in our design, but as engineers ourselves. And we are consistently optimizing our vehicle in terms of competition. In order to do this, we run a relatively large operation here at San Jose State, where we have 100 members and various different projects for all different skill levels to collaborate on, where at the end of the year, they kind of come together and they show off our performance.
So this is a little technical overview of what we do here at Baja. We are comprised of 4 technical sub-teams. We have chassis, powertrain, electronics, and suspension. And I went ahead and highlighted a couple of exciting things for each sub-team this year. For chassis, our tubes actually arrived early, so welding is underway, and our frame for SOE 25 is getting welded at the moment. As for powertrain, it is actually comprised of a couple of senior design projects from the past years. A couple of our alumni have been able to see their project come to life throughout their senior year, and then it is still within our system. As for electronics, we're pretty excited because we were able to revive the electronics team. In previous years, we didn't have the bandwidth to have a separate electronics team, and this year it's been really great to see them really grow and get that part of our team really fine-tuned. And as for suspension, that's one of our biggest selling points. A lot of other SAE Baja teams have snowmobile shocks, which are a lot larger. We have been able to incorporate mountain bike shocks. And so we actually took some inspiration from Formula One cars where they use a fishing pull rod to make the geometry that would allow this type of suspension.
As for the business side of things, we are the team that generally manages club operations. We do finances, fundraising, we market and outreach for the team, as well as we've planned the last 2 testing days for our team. We recently had some at Hollister Hills OHV area. We are also in charge of building relationships with industry and sponsors, as well as we compete in the Baja SAE business case competition. This is essentially a sales presentation that we pitch to a panel of judges who are acting as investors who are interested in our Baja SAE car. This year's theme is revolved around a resort as well as a service vehicle. That's what we're currently working on, as well as we handle the cost report and cost documentation.
So this is a little overview of how our season is going at the moment. We were able to start in the summer with a couple of presentations that really dictated how we wanted to approach our design season this year. Previously, in previous years, we've used our fall semester as our design session and the spring semester as our manufacturing and the competing session. But this year, we were really able to push the team to get a design freeze by September 26th. And that allowed us to have some room for some fall testing, which we are pretty proud of as a team because we haven't had a fall testing with the previous car. And so with those 2 testing seasons, we've been able to really fine-tune any kinks that we had in the systems to really allow us to better and prepare for the new car that's coming up. Right now, we're at that the tubes have arrived, and we are in the process of welding, and that is setting us up pretty well for our spring section where we plan to finish the frame, integrate all the other sub-teams, and then have even more testing with the new car to prepare us for the competition in May in Oregon. This is another pretty big thing that we are proud of this year. We have 9 leads on our inner structure this year, and this is just about double the amount of leads we had last year. And this has helped us a lot, and the team has already reaped all the benefits from just having more people, because the roles and responsibilities have been distributed a lot more evenly, and we've been able to really focus on the technical side and get almost a fully catted car by our design freeze, and it even helped us like retain more members and really focus on building the team and making the team start from the bottom.
So this is our current stats as of today. We nearly tripled our team size since last year due to our very good outreach at the beginning of the year. We have 9 leads to 60 active members, so a 6-to-1 ratio on that. We also have our largest business team in years with dedicated business members, a part of many sub-teams along that. We also have a very diverse set of majors welcome this year. Here are our current stats on gender diversity as well as ethnic diversity. And continued on the next slide, we have our stats for year diversity. You can see that we have everyone from freshmen to grad students. This also includes transfer students who are joining our team this year, as well as a very diverse range of majors. We have everything from engineering to geology, mathematics, business. So this year we are actually, with our increased member base, we're incredibly happy to welcome a lot of new majors and a lot of new people to the team.
So in previous years we haven't gotten the results we were hoping for, but we believe with all the structure and all the ground we have laid this year that we can break into the 20s in the next competition. And we believe we can do that by competing in all events at the competition and by getting at least 10 laps in endurance. Of course, we were aiming way higher than that, but we were able to assure this by looking at last year's results and do a quick analysis of what would happen if we did do these 2 things, and we believe by doing these 2 things we would reach the 20s. And we believe that we can do this just based off of our performance from our past 2 testing sessions. By doing those 2 testing sessions, we were able to really like iron out
I have a question. So last year you mentioned you had went from 8 to 9 leads on these sub-disciplines. What was the benefit, and what was kind of the thing that you recognize as it made a big impact on increase on?
So last year, because we had
efficiency?
so for last year, because we had so few leads, a lot of our leads were wearing multiple hats. And so, for example, our chief, he was not just the chief, he was the suspension lead, and he was also acting as a project manager, because we also did help project management. And for one person, that's a lot. And so among that, we only had 2 other technical leads. And so when we are trying to really bring in new members and really trying to teach them and bring them back to the team, it's really hard for us to teach new up-and-coming members and also get the technical side done and really perform at a higher level.
I'd like to add, as she mentioned, recruiting was a lot more focused this year. It was wildly better, just because we had a select few that were able to focus on that, while as our technical leads could work on their designs. And schedule-wise, looking pretty good on the schedule, just a little bit ahead, but forget it, can't let off the gas, but now we're looking really good on the schedule just because we're devised appropriately.
Most of the leads, are they like seniors, juniors?
We have, I believe, mainly seniors, but there are a couple that are not, so they would be able to keep on going by the next part.
Right now,
senior, I'll be going for 5 years.
Was the electronics part done by the electrical engineers in your team?
So, last year, it was, absorbed by chassis, and so people in the chassis team, kind of had to like, divide their attention between doing everything that is involved in chassis, as well as getting the wire harness done. This year, we actually do have an electrical engineer as the lead for electrical. So this was just going back to, we believe that we are aimed to be able to compete in all events and get at least 10 laps, and that'll help us get a higher position.
So if we look beyond the season's goals, we are truly trying to build upon the legacy that our previous alumni have left for us and the ones that we are setting for our previous generation. And there are multiple different ways that we do this, and one of them being expanding our reach. There's kind of 2 different ways that we do that. We do a lot of outreach to industry and companies, getting our name out there, getting recognized, because ultimately we're looking for jobs. We want to be well employed and employed in a place that we're happy to be. And another really important way that we expand our reach is here at San Jose State. It's really important for us to show face here on campus. We are really trying to have the presence here so we can introduce more members, more people to engineering, and all the other things that we do, and just a better community, welcoming community. In terms of innovation, likewise, to a handful of things that you'll see on the car, there are plenty of senior projects on the car, thereby meaning they are custom to our vehicle specifically. So future goals, assuming we have all the resources that are needed, we're striving to have custom everything on the vehicle in terms of engineering excellence. And a more recent goal that we are hoping to fulfill this year is having 2 running testing vehicles, 1 competition vehicle and our 1 retired vehicle. Now there are many benefits that you can see from having 2 vehicles. With a retired vehicle, we have a lower risk if things were to happen to the vehicle. And that way we still have a competition vehicle running. We can retrofit parts, validate theories, all sorts of different things with the retired vehicle. And it's important not to forget driver training. Having a really skilled driver, 2 of them at the same time, is crucial for improved performance. Next slide, please. Another thing that we boast is our community, and we truly believe our Baja community is absolutely amazing. Other than just preparing our teams to be better professionals, in terms of that, we focus on things that your coursework doesn't quite show full love to, things such as manufacturing, design for manufacturing, R&D and project management. Really, we are just being set up to be marketable to all industries, actually. We've mentioned a lot about teaching students. It is really integral to what we do, and we really see that certain groups that do stick are transfer students and freshmen, and as of recently, business people, which we are very glad to have. And just this overall encouraging environment, whereas one of our statements that we've had for multiple years is if you're willing to learn, we are willing to teach. Next slide, please.
So all of the hard work that we put in throughout the entire season is aimed for this 1 mission statement, strengthen the foundation by improving the team structure, performance, and legacy. And this is, like, as many hours we put in a semester, it is not just done by us doing it on our own. We are grateful to all the support the mechanical engineer has offered, and we are always looking to aim to bridge the gap between our students and our members, and all the to help solve any of the limitations we encounter while designing and just getting this product to fruition. And we hope to be able to bring a better Baja, to bring a better reputation to the mechanical engineering department here at San Jose State. And what we invite you guys to do is just come chat with us, come learn with us. We will talk your ear off about Baja. I don't think we've stopped talking about Baja since we started. So yeah, if you're interested in coming to visit us, coming to chat with us, we have our team here. But on the next slide, we have all of the information for our technical leads. If you're more interested in a specific sub-team, we'll be more than willing to show you around the shop and show you all the hard work we've been doing this year.
Thank you.
the employers love seeing our racing team members at the career fairs and other events. And I tell them, especially with all the work that goes into these, and these are internships, and they're unpaid. So it's definitely a great way to get hands-on experience across the board, and I love it.
Thank you for your.
And FYI, they also have fundraising campaign that's ongoing right now. If you didn't know, on the day of giving, this year it will be in April. So it may be a little bit too late for those Baja, Baja team need to compete in May. So April donation may not work for them. So if you have a friend who can help them, then we'll greatly appreciate your help. So I'll actually follow up with the link to the donation page.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Okay, I failed to manage our time, or I failed to expect a reasonable amount of things that we discussed today.
Oh my God. Good job.